What's up, YouTube? Alright, well, I thought it would be cool if we did a little toolbox tour. Haven't done one of those in a while. And yeah, I remember when I did the first one, I was talking about how I had my other box in storage and so on and so forth. So let's just go ahead and go through it real quick. Alright, so after I do this toolbox tour, the goal today is to go ahead and drain the coolant out of the Lark and get started. As you can see, there's no Jeep in here. It's not my plan to keep my Jeep in my garage. That's just not how the Jeep rolls. But I do need to bring it in here so I can start on that dust cover. But anyway, guys, all right, let's get started. So this is the box. This is my main box, just because it's sitting right here right now. That one will come over here as soon as I get a little shelf built for it. I'd really like to have the bottom piece for it, but maybe with income tax or something. I don't know. Anyway, guys, all right, so let's just check it out real quick. So these are some products that I've used right here, and these are basically my main bitches. Just kidding. These are just, I try to keep tools that I use frequently in here, and that toolbox over there is more specialty tools and so on and so forth like that. So anyway, pretty basic. I'm just going to go through this real quick. We're not going to go into detail. All of my tools are either Cobalt, Craftsman, or Pittsburgh, and if it's in this toolbox, it's worth a damn. If it's not, it's not. I will say this about Pittsburgh. I like these ones. I like these wrenches here. They got a low profile right here, so they can fit up next to like a wall real good, and I like that. Most of the time I'll try to use a ratchet wrench, but when you can't get this thick piece into a tight spot, these are great. So guys, I have no complaints and I have no shame using Pittsburgh. So next step here is going to be, I don't like these that much. This is the universal set. Let me get a flashlight on them. So see, it's got them splines in there, and it always seems like this side fits tight and this side doesn't. The open side fits tight and the box side just seems like it slips every time. So I don't like these, but I do use them occasionally. So yeah, I've got them. I never really use those. I bought them because I did the brake lines on my rear axle on the Jeep, but I bought them after the fact and I never used them again. So whatever. Alright, guys, these are just a few. I use these tools a lot, so I keep them in there. This light here, I used to have it right here, but the truth is that I never really ever turned it on for any reason. So I took it off, and it's going to stay there until I can figure out what I want to do with it. So this drawer is actually somewhat useless, but oh well. Screwdrivers, I don't try to keep these in super fine order. I did at one time, but it's just a dumb attempt to do it, because they just roll around and every time you open the drawer, you know. So they're in there. I got them separated by these big handle ones and the old school ones. Generally I will use these rather than these, but I use them both. There's a few sizes that I have over here that I don't have over here. So yeah, sometimes. Anyway, next one. I like organization. I got all Cobalt pliers and I like all of them very much. As you can see, I have generally just the smaller hand ones here. I do have larger pliers in the other toolbox. And electrical supplies. This is all the multimeter I've ever needed. Some guys buy the nice Luke ones or whatever, and I just never have used them. Couple things I've used quite often in this latest project of mine is these awesome hose clamp pliers that come in really handy. They're not the best thing in the world, the easiest thing to use, but they're damn handy once you get them on there and get them on there good. And these are just some nut drivers, which I have started using more as of lately. They're actually pretty nice. This is just the nicest scan tool that Harbor Freight has to offer, and it seems to work good. Never really used it until the Jeep project came along. By the way, the Jeep is only throwing O2 sensor codes at the moment, so that's pretty cool. This is the best drawer in the box. This is awesome. So this is the ratchet I use most often. It's a 3/8 obviously, and it came out of the universal set from Craftsman. But I don't know why, I like the tool, I like the way it fits, I like the way it feels. Especially compared to like the normal style Craftsman, which is like this handle here. And not that I don't like the handle, it really, with Craftsman, it comes down to just quality. The quality is not there with Craftsman, and I think you guys will mostly agree with me, especially when you have a ratchet like this. This is the Steelman Pro Cobra series. It's like 170 something teeth. This thing is just beautiful. It's high quality, guys. I really love that ratchet. This is the kind of the upper echelon, if you will, of Craftsman. It's a low profile, and I picked it up for about 40 bucks. There's two of them, okay? One has this switch. The other one has a very chintzy switch. So if you go looking for this ratchet, make sure you get the nicer switch. It's just a lot more quality in this one, which is ridiculous that they have two different ones. But the other one's cheaper. This one's like 40 bucks. The other one was like 35. Something stupid like that, right? But got everything you could possibly imagine. We won't go through all of it. Like I said, this is going to be a short one, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. Love tools. A couple specialty things back there. This one's kind of scattered. It's just miscellaneous. Just some spare sockets that I have, and yeah, just spare stuff basically. My star bits. I got a set of Universal. I bought a lot of Universal at one time. They worked for one thing on the Jeep bell housing. The top two bolts on the Jeep bell housing, those Universals are badass, and that sold me, so I ended up buying a bunch more of them, and then I realized I don't like them that much. Just a drawer that I kind of use frequently. I'm always using my drill. I got this cool little quick disconnect here. Doop. Pops your bits out, and you can change them out quicker. So that thing's pretty cool. And yep, this is my favorite hammer. And in here, tools that I necessarily probably hardly ever use. I use a grinder quite a bit, but that's it. I don't have a good air compressor, so those never get used. And my dad just bought me this hammer. I like hammers. I'm the type of guy that if it's not working, I'll beat it with a hammer. So anyway, alright, let's finish this off with this one. This one's not in as nice of order, so don't judge. This is my specialty drawer. This is where I have all my precision instruments, where I've done some re-gears in the past. Just some Heim joints and some dummy bearings. Gotta make something with those. Specialty tools, pulley pullers, quick disconnects, Allen wrenches. You get it. My old Jeep PCM, and this was kind of my electrical drawer. So yeah, so there's just kind of electrical stuff in there. I could stay in there. So anyway, yep. This one. This is a nice dial torque wrench. This is a body hammers. This is a seal driver set. Punches. A couple other miscellaneous. Are those the same? Why do I have two of them? I don't know why I have two of those. I must have didn't think I had it and bought two of them. These are going to kind of come in handy. I got to buy a compressor this tax season, actually, guys. I'm going to buy a big 60-gallon probably. Hammers. Can never have enough hammers. And torque wrenches. Let's see here. There's the bigger pliers. Sure, I put those over there. I think I'm gonna do that. They're gonna start coming in handy here soon. My dad gave me this, I think, and I say I think because I brought it over here and I was like, here, you can have your thing back. He's like, no, just keep it here. I was like, okay, I guess you don't like it. Nothing really in here. I started collecting parts because I wanted to build my own onboard air system, onboard air compressor on the Jeep. So I've started buying a couple of things that I'm going to need for that project. And last but not least, these are my big wrenches. So there you go. Alright, so we kind of looked over here the other day. I've kind of set some stuff up. Bunch of bolts from different projects. And this is my junk drawer. Everybody's got a junk drawer. And this one's mine. There's just all kinds of crap in here. Those connections. Switches. Pocket reference book. Yeah. All kinds of stuff. This one, pretty much more junk. Anyway, so yeah. This book, I kept some stuff from the Jeep in here. Instructions on how to re-gear. And this is instructions on how to mount the flush mount tail lights. Removing and installing the AX15 transmission. This is step by step how to remove the AX15 transmission from your inline 6. Step by step, people. Started doing the 8.8 in there, and that's where I kind of quit because I realized this was kind of stupid, and then I started a YouTube channel instead. But I am going to use this book to keep track of what I'm doing with the Skylark. Anyway, I've kept these speakers around. I don't know what computer they were from, but I've used them. Junk. I'm not going to go through all these. I do have a nice chop saw. Well, nice Harbor Freight chop saw. And a nice Craftsman circular saw. I want to put the chop saw, I want to kind of mount it, you know, right here on the end here once I get this toolbox off. These are parts from the Skylark and parts from the Jeep and parts from the Jeep under here. Yada, yada, yada. This cool door, this is where the guy had his dust collection system. He was a cabinet builder, the guy I bought the house from. And I've got a engine crane in there instead. And some coveralls. So, this, I just built this. I've had it for a little while. And I'll get you guys a review on it. Just as soon as I use it for the first time. Excuse me. And, yeah, just kind of kid stuff here. Skylark there. Such a cool car. I don't know why it wasn't more popular. It's looks exactly like a Chevelle. Anyway, just shop presses over there. Haven't got much use out of that lately. And tons of stuff. I need to put my front drive shaft on the Jeep. Alright guys, well that's it. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, we haven't done that in a while, and I thought it might be kind of cool to show you what I've been working with. here in the shop, and I've kind of started to get it to where I kind of like it, so I thought this would be cool. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to all my current subscribers, and you guys have a fantastic day.